First of all, I want to congratulate you on purchasing this wonderful R36S console. If this is your first console and you're not quite sure how to fully utilize it, where to find settings, options and much more, then this video with answers to many questions is specially prepared for you. So let's start from the very beginning. It arrived in this box. As you can see, it comes in three colors: transparent black, transparent purple and white. I went for the white one. The packaging is pretty budget-friendly. By the way, it comes with a USB Type-C cable for charging and a screen protector that I've already applied. On the side we have the power and reset buttons and a slot for a memory card with about 15,000 games. On the other side there are volume buttons and another memory card slot with the ArkOS operating system. This is Linux Ubuntu based. At the bottom we see two USB Type-C ports, one for charging and the other for connecting various devices, like Wi-Fi or an Android smartphone, which can share internet to the console via USB cable. On the back there are 4 additional triggers used in different games, for example on the PlayStation Portable. When you power up the console, you're greeted with a splash screen, followed by the ArkOS loading. By the way, I've already updated to the latest version. Now we're looking at a vast array of emulators for retro games: Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Game Boy. There's also Sega, including Sega Dreamcast, PlayStation and PlayStation Portable. One of the most common issues after purchasing a console is the absence of some sections on the main screen, such as the Options section. Now I show you how to solve this problem. First, press the Start button and you'll enter the Settings menu. In the first menu section, you'll find the screen brightness. We're not interested in that for now. So let's move on to the second menu item, UI settings. By the way, to enter a menu section or confirm an action, press the A button. To exit a menu section or cancel an action, press the B button. In the UI settings section, you'll find the theme selection. You can choose any theme you like, but if you don't have any other themes in this list besides the default one, I recommend watching this video, where I extensively cover where to download a new theme, how to customize it, and where all the themes are stored on the SD card. In my opinion, the most important menu item in this section is Visible Systems. It's in this menu item where you can select the emulators and game collections you want to display on the main screen. At the end of this list, you can enable the Options section display, which is often disabled on many consoles when purchased. Now that we've covered this menu section, let's move on to the next important menu item, Game Collection Settings. In this section, you can enable the display of collections such as all games, recent games, or favorites on the main screen. The next section is Scraper. This section is used to configure the ability to download game covers. To do this, you need to connect your console to the internet and register on the Screen Scraper website. So I recommend watching 2 of my videos. In the first video, you'll learn how to connect the R36S console to the internet. Here, I've explained in detail 2 methods of connection. In the second video, you'll learn how to set up the Scraper menu section and download game covers to your console. Be sure to watch these videos. I've left links to them in the description box. We've covered the main settings and the Start button, but besides the Start button, there is another important function button, which is used to activate hotkeys. In older firmware versions, it doesn't work, so you'll need to reinstall or update the ArkOS operating system, but we'll talk about that a little later. For now, here's the main global hotkeys list. Pause the video, take a screenshot and remember them. By the way, you'll find a more complete list of hotkeys in the link in the description box. Let's move on to the next tip I want to give you. The first thing you need to do is buy 2 new good microSD cards, as the default ones have very low quality and can fail at any moment. For example, in my case, I have a SanDisk 32GB microSD card with the new version of the ArkOS operating system installed on it, and the second microSD card is a Samsung 64GB, which contains my entire game collection. Reinstalling the ArkOS operating system on an USD card is not difficult at all. If you have a MacBook or another Apple computer, you can reinstall ArkOS using this video, where I describe this procedure step by step in detail. You'll find the video link in the description box. By the way, if you want to experiment and install another operating system, such as Embark, I have a detailed tutorial video on that too. After you reinstalling the operating system on a USD card, you'll need to transfer all games from the default SD card to the new second SD card. Another one of my videos will help you with this. Be sure to watch it. This is necessary for the more stable operation of the R36S console. By the way, here's a list of reasonably compatible SD cards that work reliably with our console model. This list is based on community feedback, so pause the video and take a screenshot. After you've dealt with SD cards, hotkeys and games, the next important aspect of using the console is updating the operating system. For this, you'll need internet access. I've already told you that I have a video on how to connect the R36S console to the internet. In my case, I'm using an old Android smartphone that provides internet to my R36S console. Once the smartphone is connected, I go to Options and select the Update option. After checking for updates, you need to press OK to confirm the update. Then, on the virtual keyboard, I type OK and confirm. After that, the ArkOS operating system update begins. Once the update is complete, the console will restart, and you can go back to your favorite games. This is a fairly simple and very important process when using the R36S console. The final and most interesting stage, in my opinion, of using the console is installing PortMaster and accessing games from the PortMaster section. You won't believe it, but on this little console I completed the first part of the Half-Life game. If you also want to play Half-Life, GTA 3, Star Wars Jedi Academy, Quake, Serious Sam, Tomb Raider and another full-fledged AAA retro games, then today I'll tell you how to do it on the R36S console running the ArkOS operating system. First, make sure you have PortMaster installed. To do this, go to the Options section and find the PortMaster. When PortMaster loads the working screen, go to the All Ports section and find the Half-Life game. Press the A button to see information. By the way, there are instructions written on the side here, which tell you which files you need to launch the game. Press the A button and install the necessary files to start the game. If you don't have PortMaster in the Options section, or if you need more detailed instructions for installing games from this section, be sure to watch this video with a detailed step-by-step guide on installing PortMaster using the example of running the game Half-Life. I believe that after watching this video and all the tutorial videos I've referenced, you'll be able to fully utilize your R36S console and enjoy nostalgic moments of retro games. If this video was helpful for you, please like and subscribe to the channel. There is a lot of interesting content about consoles, games and graphic design coming out here.